sometimes this button goes wherever it wants to. Okay. So that should be enough to take care of me for a while. Like, if it gets too low, I'll just have to huddle out by the little bubbles. I don't think there's a lot of oxygen here. I might just have to, like, hang out a couple of them for a little bit and just kind of bounce between them. But it'll work fine. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I kind of just spent like the beginning of this just talking about like the tutorials and stuff like that. And then my cousin who visited, so and it was nice. It did kind of feel awkward, I'm going to be honest. Mostly because I didn't know what to do or say. I never really know what to do or say when like people come around. But after a little bit, it got better. And we just started talking about like anime and stuff like that. Which honestly, can I say something? I need to actually watch anime more. Honestly, maybe I should just start reading manga, because I feel like I read more manga than I watched anime. At least to a certain degree. I used to read a lot of Shonen Jump. And I think I might need to just go back to like reading manga again. I feel like maybe reading it would like motivate me to get back into anime again. Because it was like Shonen Jump, and then I would watch like Toonami and stuff like that, because that was like the only things I really had access to when I was younger. And like recent years, I don't care for shows and stuff like that anymore. It's just like it feels like I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Ooh, hollow badge. Oh, you collected a hollow badge from a Guppy employee. You better hold on to those so we can return them to Guppy once we're done here. Did I pick that up? Did I pick that up? Okay, yeah, I did. I don't know why. I saw it in my inventory, and then I still thought that it wasn't actually in my inventory, so I'm just having a silly episode. The only sucky thing, I think it's like this until, I don't know if it ever changes. There's no way to like recycle your stuff outside of just going back to home base. I don't know if that ever changes. You made some good progress, but there are still plenty of contaminants in the area. Keep up the effort. Can do, can do. But I was thinking of like all the anime and stuff we were talking about yesterday, and I was just like, I don't know many anime outside of like the stuff that I watched on Toonami. Like, I need to go back and watch like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because when I first watched it, it wasn't Brotherhood that was out. Like, Brotherhood came out when I finished high school, so I missed out on Brotherhood. Like, by the time that like Brotherhood started coming out, I was like starting college, I think, or like at the end of high school. I can't even remember. And I was just like, why would I watch it again when I already saw it? And I didn't really understand why I would need to watch it again. And later on, I found out why I needed to watch it, and I was just like, shoot, I need to watch it, and then I never did. I never did, and I really need to watch that. And then, like, there's a bunch of other classic, like, anime that, like, I really should be watching. Your suit is running low on oxygen. Use your scanner to locate the nearest recharge ring. Buddy, I don't think there's a recharge ring anywhere around here. We do got flowers, though. Oh, you're giving me a warning sign. It's alright, though. You're telling me I'm about to die. I mean, these give you about like 5 each, and there's a lot of bubbles here. Like, I'm good. Since we're here. Like I'm pretty sure most of the anime that I know is just like old shonen anime. And yeah, mostly like Toonami shonen anime. Like I think my favorite one is still like Yu Yu Hakusho. But then I also grew up with a lot of Dragon Ball. Like one of my cousins is like obsessed with Dragon Ball. He got a tattoo of him, of like Goku. And so I saw a lot of Dragon Ball Z growing up. I didn't watch much of GT or Super, so I need to catch up, at least on Super. I don't know if GT's worth it at this point. And then I watched a lot of Inuyasha. I don't think I want to go back to that series though. Like I don't hate it, but like I don't know if I want to watch that. I don't know if I want to watch One Piece because of how long that is. If I do, it'd have to be in like chunks. I don't think I could handle it all at one time. I don't think I could handle either one of those at one time. I don't know which one's worse. I don't know. I gotta pause for a minute. My nose is kind of running. So just give me a second. Just give me a second. I love that I could just like press a button and I don't even have to, like, I still check to see if my like settings are working, because like I'm gonna mess up. I just know I mean I already messed up I think yesterday during the stream. I'm pretty sure that was the day that I kind of oopsied and like I started talking and then I was still mute. So I always click on to like the OBS and stuff like that to see if I'm still live and I'm still people can hear me. Like I wish I could have like a second monitor on here, but the way it's set up, there's no way I can put a second monitor on here, so like everything is like single monitor content. Every single thing. I don't. Do I have room for all this? I do have room for all this. Okay. I didn't realize I had the room. Okay. Neat. I pressed up. That's how I found it. Up with the directional keys. I was also, like, a sort of fan. Listen, I like Sailor Moon, but I think I watched it more for, like, Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Uranus. I didn't really care for like the other characters. Oh, and Sailor Mars. Sailor Mars. No, you know what? I actually did like Sailor Moon. I was trying to think of like the characters that I liked. I think I liked everybody except Sailor Moon. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I liked everybody but Sailor Moon. And even then, I liked her to some degree when she wasn't acting like a brat. Like sometimes her behavior was kind of annoying, but like every other character I really enjoyed. I feel like Sailor Moon got better over time. But for a long time I was just like, why are you here? Why are you the main character? I think this biome is clean enough for some loddles to move in. Don't let that distract you from the remaining contaminants though. Aw, even he cares about the loddles. Look at him. But I think my favorite characters from that was like Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Uranus. But then I got to thinking, I was like, wait a minute, no, I actually like Sailor Mars and Sailor Mercury too. I remember like looking up like the whole like cousins thing again recently. And there was like that one specific moment where like Sailor Mercury was talking about, listen, if you're not from the US, I don't know if it was changed in everywhere else, but like Sailor Uranus and like Sailor Neptune were turned into cousins to try and hide the fact that they were actually lesbians in the 90s. And there was like one scene and I was like, I remembered it and I was like, how did they change that? So I went and looked it up. and it was the scene where they were talking about their crushes, and I remember Sailor Neptune in America was talking about her crush on a guy named Brad. So I went and looked it up, and it shows her kissing a guy, the quote-unquote Brad character, and it's literally still just Sailor Uranus. It's still just Sailor Uranus. The supposed boyfriend named Brad was still just like a darkened shadow of Sailor Uranus. But because all the guys just look like anime women, I guess, like all the guys look kind of the same as the girls, they just are just like, the kids won't realize it's Sailor Uranus. They all look the same anyway. But it's literally just Sailor Uranus, even though they're cousins. It's just, it was so funny. Gosh, I'm gonna have to look that. I'm gonna have to find that again. It was so funny to me because it was very obviously Sailor Uranus, but no. This isn't my cousin. This is Brad. This is Brad. I mean, it was enough to fool me when I was like 8. So, like, I mean, I guess mission accomplished, but if you, I assume people that were older didn't fall for it. Hopefully. Anyway, these are special because if you go over them, you get like a speed boost. Giving your jetpack an energy boost. I might take a note of this for future expansions. It's a very short boost, but basically you can go zoomies now. And then it also prevents you from like losing energy for a little bit. So it's very useful. Let's see. We're at 77%, but this is a pretty big area. Yeah, I can see some goop over there, but I don't... Yeah, it has to be part of this, right? I kind of wish it would tell you. Well, I mean, I guess I could go in the map. Well, no, it don't really tell me. Once the area is opened up, it doesn't really separate them well. Yeah, it don't really separate them well after they're all together. I'm gonna pretend that this little bottom section is part of it. And because there's a bunch of like these little loddles running around, there's a good chance that like some of this will be recontaminated. Here, follow me around. Like we're almost done. You found another holo badge. I'll log that right away. Let's see. I know there's a few others running around. Let me get to a higher level. Well, I mean, I know that one's a thing, but I can't really break it down right now. See, the thing is, I also have to prevent it from contaminating everything. Let's see. But I kind of would like to take more than one Loddle at a time, too. Okay. I found a second Loddlenaut, I think. There we go. I think there might be a third one down here, too, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh. Yes, I know about the upgrade. I know I'm about to die. See, this is the one I have to worry about because there's a chance they might accidentally kill me by being too close to the bubbles. So we kind of gotta be a little bit careful about these bubbles. Okay, I'm just kind of gonna, you know what, I could go to a couple others. There we go. Oh, there we go. See, this is what I was thinking. I mean, I guess I could recontaminate them and just, like, let them keep messing it up. I want to see... Is there another Loddle? Are you a Loddle? You're not a Loddle. Okay. I'm going to assume this is the last two Loddles. This is the only two Loddles here. And we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back and we're gonna clean these babies up. I am going the right way, right? Okay. And we'll clean up stuff along the way. We're mostly gonna clean up this main path, okay? Because I don't want my babies getting sick again. And have to go all the way back again. There we go. There's the ring, so we should be fine with everything else. There we go. Now to toss all this stuff, we should have enough for some upgrades. You do have to press this button down every single time you want to drop something, which is a little bit annoying. You can't just mass drop everything. Oh, that's a veggie thing. Does that not count? Where do electronic bits go? Here? Where do electronic bits go? Hang on, I need to see stuff. Is this not an electronic thing? Does this not go anywhere? Is this what I'm understanding? This is a don't go in anything thing? Okay. Let me see. I'm just gonna put you... Well, I mean, I guess I gotta throw you all into the other thing, too. I guess I'll see if they all go down here. They do go down there. I didn't realize that. Sorry about that. Didn't realize there were more advanced stuff. Blaster module. Enables the destruction of enforced materials. I want to get that, so I'm going to get that. And then we want to get a bouncy ball and a rope toy. So soda bottle, coral pear, and organic bits. So I need to get some, like, smaller bits of trash. I'm going to get a boost. I have to get my package before I can do anything else. Jetpack now lasts longer. Okay, so it wants coral pear and organic bit. Let's see. That's a tubby melon. I guess the coral pear is like the other thing. I'm just grabbing a few things close by. That way I don't have to run back. I want to see the little guys playing with their toy. What's that thing that popped out? Tubby seedling. Oh yeah, you can plant seeds on here. I forgot. Well, let's get a little bit of this trash. And then I needed like a plastic bit, right? Like the little, like, can things. Okay, this will probably do. Okay, so I should be able to make at least one toy. Now I think the organic bit might be a combination of all these little fruits and stuff. So let me grab a few more of these. And I'm just doing it along the path. That should be enough. Methinks. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll try and finish up the Flotsam Flats. Or, like, yeah, Flotsam Flats. That's what it's called. And then we'll take a little break, okay? So let me see. Yeah, I didn't realize that this was a thing. Didn't realize that at all. I just thought it was like metal. Okay, so we don't have a soda bottle, but we have the option to make a rope toy. There we go. And I guess we have to take it with us. I guess. Let's see, soda cans, 6-pack rings. I won't worry about the other thing right now. Okay, we gotta toss them in one by one, apparently. I'm not trying to keep them in the cave. Not that this is your job, but that Loddle seems a bit sad and hungry. I'm not keeping them here. They're just following me around. Which one's staying? Follow me. I guess because I've been staying here for so long. They just decided, well, I'm going to stay here forever. Like, he complains for a little bit, but, like, you're not really meant to keep him in there. Okay. So now that we got that all taken care of, they're not gonna be happy about, like, using the items. Like, we would have to go back to the other place before, they use their toy, or take them here. And, like, properly take care of them. So let's see. Stay here. Stay here. And enjoy your toy. There we go. That is cute, I guess. The Loddle seems happier. There you go. I'm stealing your toy. And then these 2B seedlings. I don't really need them. But if you see these plotches of land right here, my scans are indicating elevated nutrients levels in that plot of sand. Perhaps this would be a good place for a seedling. How curious. It's almost as if that seedling wanted to be planted there. Maybe you should leave it alone for a while? Gardening isn't part of your job description after all. I accidentally hit my mic, so apologies for that. But, yeah, you can just plant, like, extra stuff. Honestly, I'm probably not going to worry about it too much. It's better to plant, like, more specific plants to an area. Like, those were, like, kind of generic. We don't really have a lot of plants in general right now. We are going to try and break up all these boxes, though. You know what? We might not be able to complete, like, everything. We'll give it, like, about, like, 5 to 10 minutes, see how much I can do, and then we might take a break. Because I don't want to do too much non-stopping, because, yeah, you have to hit all of these. And then you gotta break it. Interesting. I wonder what the Guppy Corporation was doing with these materials. Guppies passes a red line. Please continue your mission. You really love the company you work for. Well, maybe not love the company, but you really don't seem to question it. Like you seem a bit too trusting in, like, what they're doing. Okay. If you're trying to make a bunch of organics, it might be better to just go ahead and get, like, these smaller things instead of the bigger things, or like the so like those, like, little kelpie things right there. I've already picked up one. I'll pick up one more. But, like, these are a little bit harder to get. So you might want to not get them. You might want to get, like, stuff that's, like, cheaper and easier, quicker to get, like the 2B melons and the cactus, like the pears. Because they're, like, everywhere. Now, like, later on, when you get everything, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but, like, if you're breeding, it can be annoying, like, having to, like, wait for stuff to grow. And that's mostly why I'm saying that. And again, this is more if you're trying to do 100% of this game. Same with these guys, which I'm going to pick one because I don't think I have yet. But I think the lily bananas are actually, like, more valuable than the kiwis. But I'm not even really entirely sure.